Welcome everyone to another video today. My name is Nicholas or Nick Greer. It doesn't matter to me, so let's get into
I
it.
will be talking about 5 She-Hulk villains. She-Hulk is one of the most popular and one of the most powerful female characters in the Marvel Universe. She's now going to have her own Disney Plus show. Hopefully the actress knocks it out the park. Now I will move on to today's video, but let's talk about her origin for a little bit, just for those noobs out there. Jennifer Walters is a lawyer and cousin of Bruce Banner, aka the Incredible Hulk. Jen was shot by the crime mobster Nicholas Trask, who had a bit of a hatred towards her father for whatever reason. To save her, Bruce gave her a blood transfusion, and luckily they have the same blood type. Since Bruce is Hulk, Hulk's blood is combined with her blood and anger, transforming her into the sensational She-Hulk. Hopefully it gave you a head start on this character, just for those noobs out there. Number 5. Man Elephant, or Behemoth. Designer and owner of Hydraulics, Manfred Haller created an elephant-like suit to explore hostile areas. She-Hulk, or Jen's father, Sheriff Morris Walters, wanted him to capture She-Hulk. As the two battled, Manfred proving himself a match for She-Hulk. Man-Elephant retreats after realizing how useful the suit is. Losing his business thanks to Tony Stark, he travels to Timbuktu, where a wise Indian woman informed him about the Hindu elephant god Ganesha, then giving him a shard of Sidorak, a powerful gem artifact, most famously used for the powerful X-Men villain, the unstoppable Juggernaut. Becoming Behemoth, where he's more of a monstrous elephant, he wants revenge on Shoki, but she was unavailable at the time. Battling She-Hulk's partner Jacinda, who's disguised as her, she's defeated. He eventually finds her and attacks her, but was then attacked by Thundra, a fierce female warrior. He was defeated by She-Hulk after he got confused on everything that happened. Number 4. Abominatrix. No relation to Abomination, one of Hulk's greatest enemies. Florence Strapples, was an employee of a savings and loans company owned by Jasper Keaton. No relation to Michael Keaton. Keaton made a large profit and created a genetic research division where it empowered Florence and another employee named Bob Jones in order to cure Pansminstral syndrome, or PMS for short. Since gamma rays were involved, this transformed her into a gamma mutate known as Abominatrix, along with Bob, who became Captain Rectitude. She was tasked in kidnapping Louise Mason, who was at first a vigilante called Blonde Phantom in the 40s, to learn the location of a nuclear warhead in order to gain control of savings and loans by threatening the U.S. Senate Banking Committee. Catching the attention of She-Hulk, she battles Abominatrix and defeats her. She-Hulk gets rid of the bomb away from harm's way. Number 3. Adrazon. Adrian Lynn's husband was convicted of 3 counts of manslaughter. He eventually would take his own life in prison. Adrian would unfortunately lose her family and lose the ability to walk. But luckily she came across a research scientist in the paralytic department named Dr. Stobart Moore. Stobart Moore had created a cure for her condition,
Although it's a success, it only lasted for 30 minutes. She would steal more and overuse the cure, granting her super strength. After believing Walters framed her husband, she would impersonate and frame She-Hulk. As Walters is sent to prison, she was freed by the female vigilante, Nosferatu. She-Hulk arrives to stop Adrazon from harming Louise Mason and will try to kill Shoki with a earth mover. Those things that you see at construction sites. As she crashes, she snaps out of her vengeful state. She will retire as Adrazon afterwards. Number 2, Red She-Hulk. Not necessarily a She-Hulk foe, but it makes sense as a villain for She-Hulk. Red She-Hulk is Betty Ross, the daughter of Thunderbolt Ross, aka the Red Hulk, and love interest of Bruce Banner. Betty Ross became Red She-Hulk thanks to Leader, a highly intelligent gamma-powered villain, and MODOK, the big-headed, intelligent scientific villain after her resurrection from being killed by gamma poisoning. She was manipulated by the two in killing her father, in which she somewhat succeeds, as Red Hulk fakes his death afterwards. I wish She-Hulk and Red She-Hulk fought more often, as we did see a few glimpses of them together on panel throwing hands at each other. It is unfortunate that she didn't appear in the Hulk in the Agents of Smash cartoon, as she would have probably fit in. Considering the fact that Betty did appear in the show, and they could have had Leader brainwash Betty in becoming Red She-Hulk, and would have used her to attack Hulk and others. So now let's move on to some honorable mentions. The Grappler, Captain Rectitude, Clockwise, and Sheet Droid. And now for number 1, Titania. Mary McFerrin was a scrawny girl bullied by a girl named Vanessa. She would be invited to her party after it was rumored that she was Spider-Woman, the Julian Carpenter version. Suddenly, a section of Earth where the party was occurring was torn thanks to the evil cosmic entity known as the Beyonder. The torn section was used to be a part of the planet called Battle World, where superheroes and supervillains fought one another. As Spider-Woman shows up, this upset Vanessa and others, and they began chasing Mary and her friend, which I forgot to mention. The two were found by Dr. Doom, where he wanted to recruit them and join his supervillain army. The two became Titania and Volcano, thanks to Doom's highly advanced alien technology. Titania will have numerous beefs with She-Hulk and will wield an Infinity Gem to get revenge on her. Gaining the upper hand, this wasn't enough to put She-Hulk down, as she defeats her and takes away her gem afterwards.